Just talk to me. Yo, okay, I'm here with my dude Wind. Wind nearly prevented Crush from having to play this winner's final set. How did that go for you?
I think I was playing all right, but not great, and I think he was playing well below average.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how it works, right? Like,
Yeah.
that's why, you know, to be the best player, your B game and your C game, as they sort of say, as they like to say, you know, has to be better than other people's A games or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But good stuff, man.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing a bit better now.
Yeah, I actually, you know, I think I saw this versus Mr. Lemon as well. I think he was
Yeah, I think he won
moving.
3-1.
He did, but I think he was like, you know, mentally moving a bit slower after your set with him, actually. So that's something I noticed.
I don't know what goes through his head.
Yeah, I mean, well, hey, look, we're commentators. We can only presume, but I'm just telling you what I saw.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm telling you, you know, it looked like a slower Crush than usual, but I think he may be back to his element. Certainly, he's no stranger to the Mafia matchup. This is kind of a classic at this point for New Game Plus, Boston locals, Boston weeklies, and, you know, even this monthly or whatever.
Yeah.
So here we go. Tight battle.
Looks like it's about as tight as it can.
Pretty much as tight as it can be. Now, let me ask you this. What do you look to do in this matchup as Fox?
Pretty much approaching Peach is really hard, so you try to make her approach you.
Yeah.
But the hard part about that is you have to keep some space. Otherwise, you'll just be in the corner and she'll ruin you. So that's kind of the struggle with the matchup. It's like staying away from her, but staying away from the corner at the same time.
Barely doesn't kill. Yeah. Yeah, Peach known as the, I guess, the Great Wall of Melee. She doesn't move so fast. But when she's in front of you, you don't really want to be hitting up against it, you know? That's how I would describe it, at least as a Peach player. That's how I like to describe it to other people. And that will be game one to Crush in a narrow, high percent game. These two, I'm pretty sure, are known to be sticking out their mains in this matchup. They've played each other in it many times, and they're both seeking to get better at it. I believe Crush has won the last few times. Yeah.
It's hard to count at this point, honestly. But
yeah,
they go to Fountain.
Yeah.
I know Mafia's tried FD for a while, but he's been recently going to Fountain, I think.
I actually don't like FD in this matchup either, as Peach. I think it makes your options for landing just too few and far between, too difficult to land against a fast character like Fox. And it's like, it definitely skews the punish game a little bit better towards Peach, but I don't think she gets anything out of neutral in it.
Maybe Fox doesn't really get to platform camp, so can get stuck in the corner sometimes. But I do think there's a lot of factors that go in Fox's favor, especially the lower ceiling.
Okay, lower ceiling on FD.
So I mean, if you can still play neutral well enough, I don't think the punish game is like outlandishly in Fox's favor, in Peach's favor.
No, that's what I'm. Yeah, I'd agree. I think,
and I know SFAT has said stuff like he thinks Fox wins in Fox Marathon on FD, and I think it's along the same lines here. So, I mean, Fountain with the smaller stage allows Peach to get in easier.
SBR Hawk asking in the chat, how do you do turnaround up tilts? Yes, practice.
Yeah.
No, it's a pivot, right? It's a pivot input.
No.
No?
It depends on what kind of up tilt he's talking about.
What kind of up tilt?
Like a ledge dash up tilt? I don't know.
Yeah, then that's a good question. What kind of up tilt, I suppose? A cheat stick. What's a cheat stick?
Modded controller.
Does that actually make up tilts easier?
I'm not really sure even, but.
Huh.
Well,
I don't know about a notch that will make you tilt better, but while we were talking about those up tilts,
Oh,
Crush
nair
has
up tilt? Yeah, you don't really need a cheat stick for it.
what the hell's a cheat stick for a tilt?
You just nair and then turn around and up tilt. It's just, you'll mess it up if you don't practice it.
Oh yeah.
Crush
Oh
is
okay, I see.
definitely a practice player.
I see. How do you do the turnaround? So I think the key is that you want to not smash the stick in the other direction. I think there's a bit of a threshold. And I know what you're talking about. I think now Peach doesn't really have an up tilt, so I think the most I use turnaround for is throw or grab rather. But turnaround grab is really useful as Peach. If you can even get it out of shield, that's even more ridiculous.
Yeah. Trying Dreamline now.
Oh, snapback removal? I see. Yeah. I knew about the cheat stick for shield dropping, but it's I haven't seen the snapbackless sticks very much. But I guess that must be why some people have to reset the controller so much.
Yeah.
Do you know anybody who uses that? I actually don't.
Snapback removal?
Yeah.
How they do that is they put the silicone oil in the stick. A lot of people do it.
Oh, really? I don't know. I've never tried it.
I've never done it, but I want to.
Maybe I don't try other people's controllers. Anyways. Ooh, that was interesting. Mafia went way out there. But Crush was making this as hard as he can to get this.
So what these guys, like, how they match up against each other, it really seems a lot like Crush is just running around and trying to pick the best counter approach you can to deal with Mafia's awareness.
Yeah.
A lot of dash attacks, and sometimes he just runs up.
Yeah.
In the last time, Mafia was actually just running up and Crush just jabbed and up smash. Just preemptively.
Yeah, you know, something I was talking about earlier is that Mafia does this thing that is different from a lot of other Peaches in this matchup, which is that he plays the aggressor role in a lot of it.
I think that's what you end up having to do against a more defensive player.
Yeah, no, I think Mafia in particular is not a defensive player.
Oh yeah, for sure. Clean stock.
Yep, Dreamland working out for Mafia. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but Crush seemed to be handling it fine on smaller stages, so maybe that's, could be a stock.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Yep. Crush has pretty magical shines, if you ask me. That was a brave down tilt. Mafia was crouching it too. Didn't respond.
Yeah, it didn't seem very well spaced at the time.
Yeah, it was also crouch cancel, which is scary.
Looks like it's getting closer again. Yeah, see. Mafia really does a lot of the dash attack to get it. Oh, he won. Okay, nice.
Maf is not one to go out without style, you know? Yeah, Pokemon, the obvious counter pick in a best of 5. Peach struggles, especially with the extremely early kill ceiling. Low ceiling, early kills off the ceiling. And transformations as a slow character, Peach I would say struggles to move around, especially in the transformation modes. Especially her slow double jump, which goes down before it goes up. Fox doesn't seem to mind those things, generally. Yeah, he's got the tools. Whoa!
Yep.
That was an interesting trade, because Peach just evaporated off the top. It looked funny, at least.
You gotta respect it. Yeah, it seems to me that Mafia has a lot more success when he inches in slowly, because Crush is very patient, so
yeah.
It looks like Mafia can get a lot of stage presence. And then once he gets him closer to the corner, it seems like he has a lot more success, as opposed to when he's being a little too aggressive when it doesn't seem like the time.
That's a good point, yeah. Yeah. It's very much something out of, like, I know Mafia really likes Marvel. It's very something, it feels like something out of a traditional fighting game, or a slightly non-traditional fighting game like Marvel, where you sort of walk your opponent into the corner with your
right.
I mean, not even your move sometimes, more just the knowledge that
just your threat.
Exactly, the threat of the moves themselves.
What you do makes the other person want to move a certain way as well.
Exactly.
But
and I think Melee is one of the games where, in fact, you have many more options in neutral than in traditional fighters. So it's so interesting watching this. If you're trying to look at how Mafia presents his character to Crush, just like shielding and then doing a little, yep, there you go, there's the shield. Again, at this high of a percent, it's almost a non-factor, right? You're going to die off of any hit anyway, so you can confirm. And it'll be hard to up throw up air anyway, so. See, that was an instance of Mafia trying to rush down Crush in the corner a little too hard. Crush just rolls away. It's one of the problems that Peach one of the problem areas that Peach has. Right? If she decides to rush you down, she's committed to it pretty fully. That was a nice deep turnip.
It's looking real doable.
Yeah, it's going to be a tight set if Mafia can avoid getting killed off the top like that, but there he goes.
Could be last stop and winner's bracket for Mafia.
Could be. Could go either way.
Yeah, he did the dash attack again. I mean, it seems to me that it has very limited success almost. It seemed like he was going to go for it again even. I really want to see Mafia just like acknowledge that Crush is maybe giving him even too much respect and try to push him into the corner more.
Yeah.
That's looking like a game.
Ooh, but the magicalist of angles. Oh, but slow get up.
Yeah, that was almost for sure a ledge dash up smash that would have worked considering he was spacing backers.
Yeah.
But you can't miss things in winners finals.
Nope.
Nope.
If you do the tournament winner in tournament, you may end up actually losing the tournament. That's the thing. I know that sounds counterintuitive given the name. I wonder who named it that. Somebody who thought they were really clever, I suppose. Crush with the patented, I'm gonna go straight for you, and he does it twice. I think he does it because most people are less prepared for it than you might think. Mafia clearly prepares for it, but gets him once, gets him twice with the up smash, and that's stock one.
Yeah, that was some pretty good corner pressure right there.
By
by Mafia, but it didn't seem like the first. Yeah, well, let's see how this next goes.
Very nice stall there. Seeing that Mafia picks a turnip, if you go high as Fox, like I mean, Peach can't throw that high, so she's not likely to hit you if you're unless Mafia commits fully to meeting you out there with float. Down air from the skies. Peach players know that a floating Peach looks like a very juicy target, but what's hard to see is the fact that her hitbox is actually way smaller when floating. So you can abuse that fact with the down air, where the hitbox is and the hurtbox are a little disjoint. It's a bit of a surprise, even to me when I hit it. Ooh, okay. Moff had that sort of that moment under his control. Nice reflect. Using the reflector to reflect projectiles while recovering is not something I see every day.
I think he was just going for a shine stall.
You're right, but it actually worked. It worked out. So again, not something you see every day. Ooh, Crush says you have to come get me off stage. Gradually recover center. Oh, of course the I'm a come for you.
He has to die every time.
Oh my God. The stadium platform like just slowed his momentum enough that he just got this Randy grab, and he's still living. How is he still alive? Well, it's a good turn. This game still close by sort of the stock count, but it feels like Crush has been surviving to absurd percents. Let's see if he continues to do so while sort of KOing Peach at a normal percent. Yep, that's pretty optimal up smash percent right there.
Yeah, it looked like Mafia was playing a bit more passive at that point. So it looked like Crush took the opportunity to go in when he noticed that it might be safe to approach.
Yeah. Maf's gonna get a nice big combo off of this though. Nice shine stall yet again. Oh my God, did he just Sakurai him? He did. That's so. That's a part of the game that makes you feel a little